welcome to 2 Degrees of Separation. We are your hosts.
Okay, Hulk.
My name is... Ooh, you wanna play by the rules, or do you wanna face the wrath of Mr. Supreme Macho Man Randy?
You killed it. That was great. That was good. Episode 66.
Welcome back to episode 66, brother.
How are you not breaking your
We gonna
throat
peel
doing
you.
that?
We gonna make you squeak. And when I'm done with you, you're gonna know Macho Man had his way with ya. With ya.
You ever have a... Oh, welcome to episode 66 of 2 Degrees of Separation. We are your hosts. My name is Eli.
Ooh, and I'm the Macho Man Randy.
My name's Jacob.
Are you... Is it Jack's Link or like Slim Jim? I don't know. I think
Snap
it's
it to a
Jack. I
slam
don't know.
jam.
See, yeah. And they have the Savage one, which has like Randy Savage on it.
Yeah.
And that is like the only one that I get because it's like absolutely American with how
Snap
big it is.
into a Slim Jim.
That sucker 2 feet long and the size of a quarter.
Macho.
Savage.
Macho. Savage. Yup.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Hey, you stop making sounds over there, buddy. It was she who shall not be named.
Ah.
Yeah. It was just like, "Dan," and I don't know why. She said, "Hey, it's 7:14. Get it together." Well, okay. My bad. All right. This week's episode, right? Been waiting for it all year. All year, brother.
I forgot about it. Up
You
until,
forgot
like,
about it?
the week before.
Dude, I shouldn't say I've been waiting, but like, I mean, I have for the past month-ish. Past month. And if you don't know what we're talking about, to those of you listening to the podcast over on Spotify, you know what we're talking about. You know.
Oh, man.
Spotify Wrapped, dog. I'm so excited. Listen, when I was going through it, I was like, yes. Like, it's like, it's dumb in the sense of like how gratifying it is to see, like, actually see the statistics, right? Does that make any sense?
No, I get it.
Like, I saw the, like, my top songs and I was just like, yeah, this makes sense.
I saw mine and was confused a little bit.
Actually, though. Really?
Yeah.
Whoa. Well, I mean, the numbers don't lie, dog.
I
numbers
think
don't
they
lie.
do. I think they do.
I don't think they do.
I think they do.
know.
I think they
Mine
do.
was spot on. And like cool features with Spotify now being obviously they automatically make a playlist for you based off of like your top songs, you know, for 2024.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
They have a DJ now. All right, so Spotify has the DJ. I don't know how often you use it.
Never.
It's if you don't,
Dude, if that dang DJ gives me Sabrina Carpenter one more time.
I don't know how you got that, dude.
I think
Mine
they
has been-
paid Spotify to just push
Dog,
one song because it was the same song over
I've never had
and
that happen.
over. Every time I turned
Never.
on like Smart Shuffle with the AI, dude.
Wait, I know, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the DJ.
Well, I think it's in tandem. Like it's the same AI kind of product.
Oh, maybe. That, but, all right. They have the DJ Wrapped now, which he goes over like, obviously your top songs. He'll do like a shuffle of like your top artists. So like 5 songs, it'll be one of your top artists, or even I had it, it was like somebody who almost made it into the top 5. which was kind of cool. I was like, all right, I didn't get to see that stuff. So like him mentioning like, oh, they broke almost like into your top 5. here's this artist. And I was like, oh yeah, that makes sense. I could see that being really close. So like the Wrapped DJ thing is actually tight, in my opinion.
Yeah.
What do
like
I know
that.
though? What do I know? Wrapped's tight. So
We're gonna
going
go
over
for 'em.
statistics, dude. Going over statistics. First thing I want to know, because I mean, like I believe. I mean, I'm listening to music all the time. To work, home from work, at work when I'm doing certain things, I'll have music playing, and I'm always listening to music. I don't really listen to music a whole lot when I'm home. I mean, I have
don't
been.
either.
I've been having to play Christmas music in the dining room,
Yeah,
kitchen.
it's that time of year though.
Yeah. But aside from that, I don't just typically have music playing in the background in the house. But how many I mean, is it minutes? How many minutes do you have
I'm
played
like,
this year?
I think I was like 12,000 lower this year than last year.
I don't even remember. I don't remember my statistics.
I think I
at
had
all from last year.
93,000 last year. I'm at 81,000 this year, like almost exactly.
Brother, what?
Yeah.
Brother, what?
What are you at?
Naughty dog. How?
All I do is listen to music when I'm not home and podcast. Like most of my day, every day at work is just nonstop music and podcasts.
Oh, okay. Okay. I was like, if you have the opportunity to do that.
Dude, I got headphones in. I'm just cranking away doing whatever.
Dude, I have 23,000.
Oh. Dude, I thought you were about to clown me for having not enough. Loser, dude. What do you call yourself?
A lover of
Dog.
music? You're
I
a
do.
You're a loser, dude. What's that one Cliff of Keemstar's girlfriend on a stream? She's like, you're a loser.
Give me that little kazoo thing that SpongeBob had, dude. Loser. Loser.
Oh, I know this one.
loser. Loser.
Dude, brother, and it like that connected with me when you said that so hard because I saw a dude on X, right? Who was like, he was like, how do you people have 80,000+ minutes listened on your Wrapped? He was like, I'm out here, I feel like I'm constantly listening to music and I have 22,000. And I was like, oh wow, okay, he hit the nail on the head.
Well, I'll tell you what. There was a lot of good
Dog.
music this year.
There was
to
a
explain
ton.
myself.
There was a ton.
like a good chunk at the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
And there was a whole summer of nothing, what it felt like. Other than like the
no.
major pop albums.
Bando?
I was, I guess, yeah, that did tie it over. That was
I mean, that's-
September, wasn't it?
That was the only
But that's like the end
roughly.
of summer.
I was gonna say that was the only roughly summer album
Yeah.
that I
Because
know.
you just
Oh no
had,
no
like,
no! I had 21 Pilots. I had 21
yeah.
Pilots.
Oh yeah, and there was also like the what's my hair doing? There's also the 100 gigs Drake thing. I think that's
The
what it
what?
was. He had the like website they put up where it was like 100 gigs of music, and that was like his
Drake?
album. Yeah, Drake. I think that was this year.
Ain't
Wasn't
nobody
it?
care about that. Ain't nobody care about that.
Drake, 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 Drake.
There was a time period I listened to Drake, but it was like less than a year, and I was like, "Oh yeah, this is tight." and then
Views
I,
was
like,
his
got over it
last
real
good
quick.
album.
I mean, I listened to Views, but it wasn't like a repeat scenario. Like it's like
I like
you have to
Views.
go way back for me.
I liked Views. 2016.
bad.
That was his last good year. Because then he put out
It wasn't bad.
More Life, and that had Passion Fruit. That slapped.
Oh yeah,
That slapped.
that slapped.
That's
I can't even deny it. Passion.
Dude, I could listen to that
slapped.
right now. Oh, man.
It like I put Passion Fruit and Hotline Bling like right together.
Oh, no. Oh,
Yeah.
no.
Feel wise, 100%, 100%.
Yeah, okay.
100%.
Okay.
Feel wise.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. He said, yeah, okay. So, I mean, summer wasn't terrible, but it wasn't like anything. Like, I mean, I was listening to Bando. Dude, brother.
Yeah.
I was listening to Bando nonstop this summer or so. Well, since it came out. I shouldn't say this summer because, yeah, it was only a couple of months ago. I can't think of anything aside from 21 Pilots that, like, really over the middle of the year that I was
Dude,
like, yeah.
the summer belonged to Taylor Swift touring.
Hey, she killed it, though. Boy. I'm telling you, hey, if you're listening to this and you went to see Taylor Swift, just know one thing. Everybody in your circle knows you got money. Dude, here in New Orleans, the nosebleed seats,
I feel like we talked about this.
over 1,000.
That's insane.
Like, I'm talking like pickety top,
Yeah. Hey, you know,
over 1,000.
people like Taylor.
I mean, yeah. Shout out Taylor Swift. She doing her thing. I'm just saying. Let's see. What's the next? Dude, I was in the top 16%, Jacob. So what does that put you at? The top 2?
Yeah.
Dog.
In the world,
I
man.
called it.
Still can't be a 1%er.
Can't, loser. That's a loser. I mean,
What
I
was,
had...
what was... There was...
You got your peak single day listening time? It had to have been...
I played
me-
1,600
wait.
songs this year.
Wait. I need a calculator.
Might need a calculator.
February 12th. I listened to 443 minutes of songs. Of music. All right. So if I take that, I divide that bad boy. All right. That's there's no way. This is 7 hours.
You left something playing.
I had to. I would assume.
Man,
I
I
guess.
can't believe I'm a 2%er.
You're a 2%. That's disgusting.
My biggest listening day was February 26th.
How many songs you said you listened to this year?
1,600.
Oh. I thought you said like 12,000 for some
No.
reason.
I had
was like,
553 minutes
dog.
played February 26th. I almost just yeeted my phone.
Dog, how are our number... I listened to almost 2,400 songs this year.
Yeah.
Do you listen
listened
to
a
the
lot.
same songs on repeat?
I listen to albums. See, I'm a album through person. So I put on an album and I listen to it through.
Yeah, but that's different songs. I'm saying you have literally 60,000 more minutes.
Yeah, but
than did.
I think what it's counting is like individual different songs, not like the same one over and over and over.
Oh, yeah. 100%. That's what I was saying. I listened to almost 20.
I'm listening to like albums, so I'm getting like 18 songs, and I'm listening to.
Oh, you'll
hand-
listen to the album on repeat?
Yeah, I'll listen to.
Okay.
albums, like-
Gotcha. Okay.
So it makes sense.
All right. That adds up then. Because then you're like that, yeah, you're stuck within that confine, I guess, so to speak. What was your top song this year?
Kid Again by John Mayer. John Bellion.
John Mayer. That was your top song.
Dude, I'm in the 0.05% of listeners on Kid Again.
I would have tweeted that
Globally.
at John Bellion. I'd have tweeted that at John Bellion. I'd have taken that torch and ran with it.
Yeah, it's a good song.
Dude, my top song was Overcompensate by 21 Pilots.
Man, you really got sucked in that week.
Listen. 100%.
I remember
And
when I talked about it. You were
Dog.
in it, dude. You were
I-
like,
dog,
oh, man.
Brother, that album if you get into the lore of 21 Pilots, it's over. If you take that rabbit hole, it's over. It's over. It's wild. That's actually, I was and Jacob, for this song, I was in the 0.005.
You're gross.
Dog.
Man, that's 21 Pilots, too. Think about that.
Dog. 21 Pilots slaps. I love 21 Pilots. I really do. Yeah. I listen.
What?
87 times. 87 times.
How do you know? What?
I'm looking at it.
Oh, does it tell you how many times you listen to one song? I don't think I want to know how many times to listen to Kid Again.
I need to know. Go back. I need to know, dude. I need to know.
Oh, show me a leaderboard. Wait. Oh, it's just showing me my top songs. Wait, what? Where
Yeah,
is it?
dude. It's right before the top songs actually. No. Yeah? No, it's in the previous slide, I think. In the
Oh
previous
yeah,
slide.
here it is.
I'm absolutely
Again.
fine with my I need to know.
0.05%. 66.
Not bad. Not bad. Not bad.
Heck yeah.
So I can say I'm very happy. So I said Overcompensate was my number one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Followed it up with an artist that I found this year, Braden Ross, and one of the first music recommendations we did, I picked Braden Ross, the song
Oh, yeah.
Tapestry, and I don't even have Tapestry in the Rex. I think I have like Pluck and I don't remember the other song. I had two Braden Ross songs in there. Followed up by, of course, because he didn't drop any music this year, except for the deluxe edition of his album, which had 2 songs. And it wasn't the deluxe edition of his last album, it was his first album. I'm talking about Aries.
Oh.
And he dropped the deluxe edition of It's Not Believe in Me, Who Believes in You. It was that's his newest album. Then Welcome Home. The deluxe edition of Welcome Home.
Yeah.
And he added 2 songs, and one of the songs I have been waiting for legitimately years for him to drop because there's snippets of it. There were snippets of it online for the past 3 years. So yeah, the next two spots on my top 5 are those 2 songs. It being 90 Days by Aries, all right,
Oh,
and
yeah.
Forever. And 90 Days slaps. And then the number 5, of course, I needed this to be in my top 5, and I feel like there's I'm disappointed in myself, but then I'm also happy. I'm happy that Kid Again is my number 5. That is my number 5. Made it into the top 5. Disappointed in myself that a Childish Gambino song isn't in the top 5.
Oh, bummer for you.
Bummer for me, dog. So where you at? What you got?
Well, I had Kid Again.
Of course.
And then number 2 was one of my own, which I think
It was
yeah.
one of your own?
Yeah, that's why I don't believe it, because I don't remember listening to this that much, but I must have just been trying to get the vibe of it. I don't know.
That's
But
actually tight, though.
It's Softy.
You
so-
narcissist. No, I'm
Yeah, I
just
guess so.
kidding. Softy's
Slaps.
sick, though. I actually was listening to the other
Dude,
day.
it sounds like a Gambino track. I won't even lie.
It does. It does. It does. Old Gambino, though.
Yeah, and then I got number 3 is Panavision by Roy Blair.
Slapper.
Love that album.
Dude. Ooh.
Love
yeah, no, Roy Blair's
Chasing
album.
Moving Trains.
That dude. Yeah, no, it was
Um,
great.
Number 4, Lithonia.
See, because Lithonia was so good too, dude.
And then number 5, because Springtime took it, it's Aphid by Matt.
Oh yeah. Yep. That's great. You know, we missed a song. We missed music this summer that happened. Atavista, dude.
No,
Atavista, yeah, 100%.
Atavista came
got
out in
fully
2019.
released. No,
Yeah, it came out in 2019, and all the other tracks that filled the songs that were not on there this time, like after the re-release, were tracks that people have already heard, like
I mean, that's
Human
true. That's valid.
Sacrifice and
Atavista.
yeah, Atavista, and then there's the one
Atavista.
from there's another one on there that he teased long ago.
Hunted.
Yeah, that's
Hunted.
it. Yep.
It
So really, it's like
was just like a deluxe edition of the album, but it's so much harder than saying just a deluxe edition though, because the entire album was reworked. It was remastered
it
completely.
was, and I feel like I did talk about it a little bit, but I don't feel like it was a new album. Lindsay and I, dude, I have played Atavista so many times already.
Slaps.
since 2019. I've been listening to it, so
Slaps.
I liked it.
Slaps.
I still like it, but
I mean, it was new music. It was new music, though.
it was
new-
a few new Gambino songs, but they were
I mean, they were leaked. They were
Yeah.
leaked, but I'm saying they weren't publicly available like that.
yeah.
Officially, I should say. That's like, you guys don't even know. You guys, listen, we've talked about how much both of us, the two of us, like Brockhampton, okay? We've talked about how much we like Brockhampton. Very, very thankful that we actually got to see them live.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
we don't talk about Gambino enough.
Dude, we do not, but, but Jacob has a laundry list. I can't,
Oh,
I don't even, dog,
Dude, I have
he
all
has
the
a-
leaks. I have all the leaks.
Brockhampton has legitimately hundreds of unreleased songs and like 6 unreleased albums at a minimum. And Jacob has
I
all
mean,
of it.
I don't know about that. It's a lot of like
How many unreleased
restructured
albums?
saturation. I mean, probably like 2 to 3. 3.
We had Team,
There's 3,
Puppy.
and then
What was the album that like Wildfire was going to be on? 1990.
yeah,
was it
best years
99?
of our lives or whatever.
Best Years of Our Lives. All
And I
right.
think that. And then no. Then they had things. No. Technical difficulties.
Yep. Keep it.
And that
Dude,
was-
I'm telling you. There's
that was it,
I
I'm
guarantee
pretty
there's
sure.
more. I guarantee there's more.
I mean, I could pull up the leaks.
I'm telling you, Jacob has. If you're a fan of Brockhampton, because we've talked about him a lot, if you've heard of them from this podcast and you were like, yo, I'm a fan of Brockhampton's sick. If you want the list, like you can hit us up on Twitter.
No,
Like,
no, you
not?
can't. Just look it
Why?
up. I do not endorse
why not?
leaked content. I don't endorse it, nor will I share it because artists work really
All right,
hard
Jacob.
to keep this stuff
He's not gonna share.
under wraps.
think-
If you want
wait.
it, go find it.
You think Brockhampton isn't absolutely just happy that it actually made it out there?
I mean,
100%.
Maybe.
100%.
man, they did update this list a lot since the last time I looked.
I need you to send me that list again since you're in there. Because I gotta
Anyways,
favorite it. I
yeah,
gotta like
there's
bookmark it.
there's a lot. There's a lot.
I'm talking
Shout out
hundreds of
Brockhampton.
songs.
Shout
Shout
out
out
Brockhampton.
Brockhampton, dude.
Love it.
All right.
Love it.
Next on the list, dude. Next
Podcast.
on the list.
You have-
I don't even have a podcast section.
Dude, I heard other people didn't. I did.
I don't.
I listened to so many podcasts this year. Do you want to know how many minutes I listened to podcasts this year?
I need you to hit me up with podcast recommendations because I have like 3 that I listen to, and that's it. And
I
that's
listen
probably
to-
why.
Just a bunch. Well, I listened. Well, we'll go over it.
Like
go
armchair
for it.
expert, Dax Shepard, dude.
Oh yeah. Hold on. Hold on. Come on.
He said,
We
Hold
got
up.
we got 63,000 minutes of podcast.
time out, dog. There's no way you have 63,000 minutes of podcast and 88,000 minutes of song. There's no, the math.
Maybe it's combined. Maybe I
It
have
has to
20,000
be.
of like.
So
Yeah.
if that were the case, if it were combined,
Yeah.
I'm going to be so mad, dog. I'm going
Because
to be
I have
so
what
mad.
was it, 83,000, right, or something
Yeah,
like
something
that.
like that.
So 63,000 minutes of podcast and about 20,000 minutes of music. Yeah.
Okay. As long as we level the playing field, we listen to the same amount of music, I'm going to fight you.
My top podcast, dude, you're gonna be like, no way.
I'm literally, as you're saying this, as this is coming out of your mouth, Jacob, I am on Spotify and I'm going to follow these podcasts.
Well, you might not want to. Some of them you
Oh,
might
well.
not want to.
Well,
But like, I listened to the H3 podcast,
I don't.
and you might not want to.
Like,
And that's
that's
totally cool.
Ethan, it's just not my cup of tea, my opinion.
I listened to it like I started listening to the podcast 2 years ago, and it was just mindless, and it's still
I
mindless.
mean, that's what it is.
Most of it, but a
That's-
lot of it's just to know what's going on.
Because they bring on all sorts
Well,
of
not only
people,
that,
dude.
but now they're. I mean, they just talk about all the stuff going on. Really.
Yeah.
And then I have Flagrant, which is Andrew Schulz, the comedian. Do you remember Guy Code? Yeah, that dude.
I forgot that was a thing.
I
dude.
know.
What?
Right? Yeah. man.
Wow. That's all
Um,
right. Listen. You brought up Guy Code because, like, all right, wait. There's a.
I feel like a lot of
there's
people
videos.
don't remember that was a show.
Yeah. But it's funny because there's this dude on like TikTok or Instagram, I can't remember,
Mhm.
and it's like he'll say something just like absolutely belligerent, and then he follows it up with "be a man."
Oh yeah,
like
yeah.
pass out, get drunk, pass out, and pee yourself. Be a
Be a
man.
man,
All right.
yeah.
And when the way you just said Guy Code, I was like, that's literally how they would end stuff. They would say something,
Yeah,
they'd
Guy
say
Code.
something
Yep.
like, don't use the urinal next to another guy.
Yeah, don't use the middle
Guy
urinal. yeah,
Guy Code.
yeah they always had like the diagrams. If there's a dude here and there's a dude
That's it.
here, which one are you
100%.
choosing? and
You either don't.
yeah, you either
You either
leave,
don't. Yeah.
go to a stall,
or you,
or you wash your hands.
or you be a man. You be a man.
But
Go
yeah,
poop in the
so-
urinal, dude.
I mean, I feel like I've only listened to Andrew Schulz though because he had on Graham Hancock, and I like to listen to certain people on certain podcasts, which is why Joe Rogan's also on here. I don't really care for Joe Rogan at all, but some of the
You're
people on
wild.
there, I do like
Yeah.
to hear them talk and like to know
Like,
what
see-
they're doing. Like even Lex Friedman, which is also on here. I like his podcast. Look up Lex Friedman. He's a great interviewer. And then I have Good Influences, which is like people that David Dobrik used to be with, but they
Wait.
aren't with David Dobrik anymore.
I mean, nobody's with David
Yeah.
Dobrik anymore. He's
But this
scum.
is the same
But-
reason I listen to H3. It's just people that I've known on the internet for a long time.
You listen to Lex Friedman?
Oh yeah. Listen to the AI podcast he did.
Dog, I was like,
5 hours
he's talking
long.
about like
5 hours. That's where I
all of
hear
his
about all.
podcast. Wait, all of his podcast episodes. It's 5 hours.
Yeah.
They're like they range anywhere from like an hour and a half to literally like 3 hours. That's
And-
like his span.
Yeah,
and then you get
and
hit with
it's-
5 hours.
It's if you're interested. Oh, and the Y files. I don't know how it's
Wait,
not
time out.
on here, but the Y files.
The
Y Easily.
files. I'm putting this in here.
And
I'm
Mr.
actually
Ballin
surprised.
has like 4 different podcasts. He has a medical one.
Dang.
He has a crime one. He has but I think some of those are on Amazon. If you have Amazon Prime, he's like partnered with them.
Oh yeah, Mr. Ballin podcast, but it's straight up like this is the strange, dark, and mysterious. Stories.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna follow
Love
that.
those.
Need to, and they're all relatively short. I like that.
Yeah.
Like me as somebody, I had people when we first went to go start the podcast. Okay,
Mhm.
I had people say like people ask me like how long do you plan on making an episode? And I was like probably about an hour roughly, and they were like, that's not that long to have a conversation, and like.
It is when it's the same people over and over and over.
Well, no. Well, I mean,
You get a
let me
chunk
put it
of
this
us
way.
for an hour, and then you gotta
Yeah.
wait.
I mean, yeah, but like, the thing is that we have episodes of the podcast where we've reached almost 2 hours.
That's true.
Like, that's the thing. That's the thing. And at no point did I really feel like I the 1 hour mark was like the minimum, I guess is the way I should have put it.
Yeah.
Because like there's the odds of this episode being over an hour, like this one right now,
Mm-hmm.
it might hit an hour and 15. Might hit an hour and
Yeah.
20. Mr. Ballin, right? It's so hard
It's-
for me to listen
no.
to podcasts outside of being home because I don't have the time to sit there and listen to a full hour length podcast. So like I respect anybody that listens to us when they're not at home.
Yeah.
Because like, all right, so Mr. Ballin.
Heck yeah, I respect anybody
Yeah.
that listens to us.
Mr. Ballin, right? His episodes are like half an hour, maybe 50 minutes. And like that is my car ride to and from work, I can
Well,
consume that whole thing.
the best part about Mr. Ballin is those long ones are usually 3 different stories. They're all
And that's
like
cool.
story based. So
That's
it's like a little storybook but told.
Yeah.
And a lot of it's
Dude.
just based on like cryptids and alien stuff and like just
Yeah.
like he says, man, the strange, dark, and mysterious.
Like I'm surprised I haven't listened to his podcast
I
at all.
am
Like
too.
I'm gonna, like, as of now, and it's got almost 5 stars, and this bad
Yeah,
boy
no,
has
it's great. It's great.
90,000 reviews just on Spotify.
He just put out a shout out Mr.
Good for
Ballin.
him, dude.
He just put out a best-selling like storybook novel. It's like comic based, but it's all stories. It's sick.
No.
It's sweet, dude. It's sweet.
Oh, I'm gonna have to look that up. That's actually really cool.
But yeah, so those are some of the things I listen to. I really
That's tight.
I like all of them. I like all of them.
I mean,
The
I'm
reason I
the
like
one.
the H3 show so much too is because it's not just Ethan. I know a lot of people think it's just
Well, that's
him,
what I said.
but he's got the whole crew and they've got the sound effects. That's the reason I have that soundboard. It's
No, I
literally
mean, yeah.
the dude who does the sound effects on that. His name's Zach. Hilarious. There's a couple people that are from Dearborn that are on that podcast that I've followed for a number of years now.
What? Really?
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah,
Like-
it's just I don't know, and they talk about Michigan all the time, just as a meme. They
I was gonna
trash
say
on
they
it
probably
all the
trash on it, dude,
time.
because I don't know. Aside from our sister who listen, Riley, I'm sorry. She thoroughly enjoys Michigan, and good for you. Good for you. Honestly, I'm glad that makes you happy.
Drank that maple syrup.
Michigan makes me depressed.
You're not the
Dude.
only one, buddy.
Makes me depressed. But the one out of all the podcasts you mentioned, the one that I'm like, I mean, like Joe Rogan, I get, because he has so many people on his podcast.
Yeah.
There's a reason his podcast is as big as it is. Joe Rogan himself, I'm not a fan of.
Yeah,
But Andrew Schultz, he's kind of scummy.
oh, he totally is.
He's
But like
kind of a
I said,
scumbag.
the reason I've listened to him so much is just because of the people on it. There's certain comedians that I like.
So it's
There's
the same thing as
certain,
Joe Rogan.
Like, yeah, and that's what
Yeah.
I was saying. Like, it's the same vein because they're in the same sphere. Like those two,
100%.
I don't.
I mean, Andrew Schultz.
I
has
tried
been
to
on-
watch that Joe Rogan stand-up thing, and I fell asleep in 15 minutes. Lindsay is my witness.
Dang, dude.
I mean,
That's
I'm
crazy.
not.
That's actually crazy.
I'm not about it.
But I'm definitely gonna do better at listening to more podcasts.
I
this year.
learned about Gobekli Tepe from the Joe Rogan podcast, from Graham Hancock being on there.
Really?
Yeah.
Ah,
So that's
no
why.
way.
That's why there's parts of it that I'm like, all right, I'll
It's
take
cool.
the time because they're also like 3 hours. So I'm at work. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, this is almost half
Pop it
my
on.
day,
It's just. I was gonna say it's just mind numbing.
and I'm just
like,
thinking
it's
about
just happening.
Gobekli Tepe all morning, all morning.
Yeah. You brought up the podcast with the people who used to be friends with David Dobrik, right?
Yeah,
What was the name of it? You said?
good influences.
Okay.
I only
Uh,
like it because of the dude Matt King on there. Matt King. He also
yeah.
he has his own podcast that I would listen to way more if he had that one more often. But
Yeah.
he's on good influences, I think, more than anything.
It's funny you brought that up because like I keep getting clips of it's another podcast called The Basement Yard with Joe is it Santagato? It's Joe was friends with David Dobrik.
Oh.
And that's why when you brought that up I was like, "Oh, okay."
There's also
Joe was the guy that cut everybody's hair.
No,
He was a
no,
hairstylist.
no, Jeff FM.
Oh,
Jeff
oh,
FM.
am I
Jeff
checking this out?
FM. Go watch Jeff FM. Go listen to Jeff FM. That's another one. He used to be. He got his eye blown out on the crane. Jeff FM. Shout out Jeff. FM.
Oh,
that dude's funny.
oh
too.
yeah. Okay.
He's
yeah.
very like self-deprecating New York, like Long Island accent barber.
Hey dog. And that's exactly why Joe's podcast. That's they're from New
Well,
York.
there you go.
That's
Got you some things to listen. We're shouting out everybody.
Dude.
Who else?
I mean, I legitimately like podcasts. I just don't have enough time to listen to them.
Your mom's
Like,
house, Tom Segura. he's one comedian that is in the Joe Rogan sphere that I do enjoy, just because half of the podcasts they do, they're just listening and watching the most horrendous like TikTok reels and stuff like that. And that's what I live for, dude. Dude, I live for that crap.
Says I live for.
Or Camp Gagnon. That's another dude who's part of the
Camp-
Flagrant 2, but he has his own thing and he'll interview people much more in depth, not very comedy style like Andrew Schall's. He like actually cares about this stuff. He has people
Oh
coming
no,
on.
this is tight. This is tight.
Yeah. So go listen to some of those. If you like this podcast, go listen to some of those. Some of them I
Shout
can't
out
fully
Jacob,
vouch
dude.
for, but some
Obviously.
of them I can.
Some of them. Let me put it this way: some of them have some.
Hey, there's
might
a reason
not agree
people
with
listen
everybody.
to them.
That's what I was gonna say. You might not agree with the way everybody is, right? But there is useful, legitimately there are like things you can learn about. So like if you like learning about new things, there is, especially, like, I hate to say it, Joe Rogan's podcast. He brings people on that like are so left field that you would know nothing about them. Like you would have no idea who they were. But then you listen to the episode and they're just like teaching like all
Yeah.
this stuff. Some of it is rough, but then there's like stuff that you like legitimately it can like learn about, which is cool. So, like I said, I'm not a fan of them, but there is like interesting stuff you can learn. for
Yeah,
sure.
there's people I care to hear, and that's the only outlet they have to get their info.
We need
out.
to have more guests on our podcast, dude.
I
what
guess
are we
so,
doing?
Yeah, man. We're talking.
Jacob, I need you to tweet at John Bellion because he's only ever been on one podcast, okay?
Oh,
You're in
George
his top-
Janko. That's another
Dog-
one.
There you go. You're in his top 0.05 of that song.
Yeah.
Tweet at him and be like, come to my podcast.
Please, I just want you to talk about this one song and how
That's
you made
just the one song.
Anyways,
100%.
moving on in our Wrapped, so we're not here all day because
This is exactly what I said. Exactly what I said. This episode is going to be longer than an hour.
Well, this is the thing. Well, we can't stick to the task at hand.
But it's all in the same vein
It
because
is.
we're talking about the Wrapped right now.
It
like
is.
and we're staying in that sphere. I know Jacob and I, we kind of sometimes go off on tangents, but we're staying we're you know,
Hey, we're here.
Spotify Wrapped
here,
is
man.
keeping it under control today.
So the
let's
next
see.
slide is like
You-
it
see-
goes over your taste over the year, right?
And mine has been wild. So I want to hear yours first, dude.
What's yours?
Okay, let's see.
I
It
talk
breaks it
so
down.
much.
It breaks it down. Is it per month?
Mine wasn't. Mine was like it jumped.
Look at this. January. Okay, January. What did I
Oh.
say about Braden Ross? Okay, I said I found that guy this year. And of course, January. My genre for January was hacker scratch hyperpop. Dude, dog. Huh?
Cat
What is
scratch
that?
fever.
So when it says you were really into artists like Braden Ross, Zach Greer, and Break-Ins. I was listening, dude, the beginning of this year, I was listening to so much,
Hyperpop.
dude, I was listening to so much Break-Ins. I was listening.
He's good.
Listen, this
Good
episode, we don't talk about music enough. We don't like we have the music rec every week. It's a thing. But we legitimately, I feel like, don't talk about. I love music. I listen to music
Prove
all the
it.
time. Dog,
I
and
have 80,000 minutes.
shut up, podcast boy. I have multiple musical instruments that, like, even Jacob has songs on Spotify. Jacob has released music. I've got a piano sitting to the right of me. Dude, I've got 2 guitars sitting behind me. I got a bass on the other side of the room. Like, I love music. And we just don't really talk about music
I
enough.
mean, because if we like, what do you mean? We could get like analytical about everything, but that's not really what this is. We're here to talk.
yeah, you're right. We're here
I'm not going to talk about the same. I mean, we did talk about Brockhampton for a solid like hour and a half one time.
We talked about Childish Gambino.
Yeah, I mean, we have our
We've been
we have our
yeah.
days.
We have our days. So we went from January being the cat scratch fever hyper pop. Dude, so now we're in April. Is the
Oh,
next
so
step.
yours jumped around too. Okay,
Dude, ready? April. I went from January hyper pop. April. So we're talking a 4-month period, dog. Mall goth, rock out, new metal.
not new. Oh, because of Linkin Park, dude. You knew metal
Nope.
yourself.
Wait.
What?
He said you knew. I am actually legitimately surprised like Sod wasn't on my list. Because dude, I was listening to a ton of System of a Down this year.
Yeah.
So the artists they say Linkin Park, of course, but then System of a Down
Knew it.
and
Yeah.
Korn. All right.
Well, yeah. What is it? 2004.
I know that's so bad. So from April we go to August, right? Another couple of months, and let's see what it says. This is hilarious. I'm so excited about this. All right. Okay. Like I don't even dude. Smooth ballroom Korean R&B.
Ooh, that sounds banger. Actually,
You
That
need to listen to
sounds like a-
DPR Ian, dude. You need to listen to DPR Ian. Like I'm not a huge K-pop guy, but dog, DPR Ian's music is like it is R&B because it's a blend of like pop and like hip hop, and it's dude, it's let's see, perfect. They put hold up. The artists they're putting under this are, of course, DPR Ian, followed up by somebody I wouldn't put under smooth ballroom Korean R&B, but it's Burhana.
oh heck yeah. No, I mean,
He's got that vibe.
I think what was it,
Dude,
What-
Han?
was the
Han
song World
had that
Star?
vibe.
No, was it called World Star? What's the
Uh-uh.
or Worldwide? He has
California.
No,
Not
no.
California?
It's a single and the cover was blue and it's his face a bunch. I think the music video for that track is literally in a ballroom in Japan.
Oh, Wildin'. Wildin'.
Yeah, I'm
Wildin'.
pretty sure the music video is in a ballroom in Japan.
I didn't even know he had a music video for it.
I'm like 90% confident. It's in
So, last person. So we have DPR Ian, Burhana, and DPR Live. DPR Live also has dude, he also has some great music. So yeah, go check out the DPR people. They tell you. And that okay. So that's how they wrapped it up. Was those 3 genres for my year. Because August was the last one, and then how you? I mean, I guess they could have wrapped up the beginning of the year, but
so it's my turn.
yeah, dog. I like I said, mine. I went from hyper pop to new metal, which that transition makes sense, like it does, because a lot of hyper pop has new metal-esque elements to it.
Mm-hmm.
To R&B.
I mean,
Yeah, dog. Yeah.
so I didn't have January, but I had February, and
Okay.
it's smooth, funky groove, alternative R&B.
If Matt's not in here, he
It says
There's-
Burhana, Dijon,
Yep.
Jordan Ward.
okay. Oh, dude, Jordan Ward, underrated.
Yeah.
Like
Then we
the
jump
fact-
up to March.
Ooh,
That was just a month. Man, I must
is
have
wild.
switched up real. Oh,
real quick.
Bet Matt Champion's album came out. March was your mulled cider scratch bedroom pop. Matt
100%.
Champion, gotta be.
100%.
Ain't no way it's not.
Dude, I was listening to G-Biv again the
Matt
other day. and I was like,
Champion, Roy
hard.
Blair, Ryan Beatty. 3 great, solid artists.
Dude, that is such a perfect trio right there for that like genre of music.
Oh,
That
yeah.
is like that dang.
And then we
100%.
We jump basically
September.
the whole year.
To
October.
what? Wow. Wow. Okay.
Because the colors change. And with
Yeah.
it, the vibe.
Depression. Oh.
What did I
Depression.
have the vibe of in October? Oh, you know, atmospheric
don't.
fantasy soundtrack. Dude, I was jamming to literally Jeremy Soule, Gustavo Santo, Lala, and Howard Shore. because Lord of the Rings and Skyrim.
Dog, there's no way they give you a genre for that music.
Dude.
What?
Yeah. And I loved every second of it. There's some
You
days,
put that music on just playing?
dude, there's some mornings, dude, you open up
Jacob
the
said,
day
I am
with,
walking through Whiterun right
dude,
now.
dude, I'm leaving the cave after Alduin just torched Helgen.
Dude, he said, I'm hanging out in the waterways in Riften right now. Like,
Yeah,
dude.
sometimes. No, you don't get it. You think Christmas music is a vibe? Put on the tavern music from Elder Scrolls.
I'm gonna have to now.
I'm telling you, you're not going to want to play Christmas music. You're not going to want to play Christmas music because it's so much better. It's so much better.
That's
Just
don't
the,
do me
the
like that.
ambient tavern music from Skyrim. Shut
Killer.
up.
It's just straight up
Shut up. There's a playlist for it on Spotify.
Like a
Just
legitimate
look up
Spotify playlist?
Skyrim tavern music.
Nuh-uh. Skyrim.
I don't think it's a
Tavern.
legit playlist, but
Oh,
it's
somebody
a,
put it together.
It's a solid one,
It's literally just 5 songs. 5 songs.
dude. Worth it. Worth it.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
sometimes you
crazy.
just gotta hit it with it.
That's actually sick. Shout out the fair, dude.
Yeah,
Shout
true.
out the fair.
What's next on this thing? Artists,
How many artists you listen to?
742.
1,059. Come on.
Ooh.
Come on.
Ooh.
Come on. You know, for how much we like talk about. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how our numbers compare to regular people.
I know. I don't know.
Because I feel like we're pretty well versed in listening to music because, dude, boy. You know what I'm
I
saying?
listen to a lot of stuff, but
All
I
right.
mean, not consistently.
Yeah. So,
Top
I feel
artists?
like I feel like you, Jacob, you saw who my top artist was. Like you saw it coming. I feel like you probably did. I don't know. I don't know about other people. Who is? Do you want me to go? Or you go?
Yeah. Who's yours?
It was Linkin Park, dude.
Oh goodness.
Dog. It was Linkin Park, brother. Not only that,
Oh man.
I was in the top 0.5%. Yeah, dog. Spent 2,146 minutes listening to their music. And somehow, Emptiness Machine didn't even make it top 5. But then I was listening to a lot of Meteora and Hybrid Theory. Like,
Oh, yeah.
dude. And that was the beginning of the year. That was that new metal. Dog.
Yeah.
It was hard. It was hard. So who was your top artist?
Oh, come on. It was Gambino.
I know. I was gonna say it's Gambino.
I had a listening streak of 6 days.
Wait. I didn't have a Linkin Park song in the top 5.
See, this
But they
is
were my
why I don't like these numbers, because I'm a 0.5% fan, and I spent 2,000 minutes with Gambino.
At least you had one of his songs in your top 5.
They called me an overachiever.
What a loser. You
So,
overachiever.
wait, we
I'm an
rounding out our
overachiever.
top 5s now, hey?
I mean, we already talked about the top 5.
Oh, yeah, we did, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had... No, top
Okay, no-
artist. Top artist.
Oh, top 5 artists. Top 5 artists. All right, so since I said my biggest
okay.
artist this year. All right, I want yours.
Gambino,
five.
number 1.
Of-
Gambino.
Yep.
Number 2, Roy Blair.
Listen, I feel like I want to try to. I don't. Did you send me your top 5 artists?
I
Did
did.
you send me the picture?
But do you
I don't remember who's on it. Matt better be on there.
Number 3 is Eden. Can't go wrong.
I don't remember.
Love Eden.
Eden.
Love Eden.
We haven't even talked about Eden. We don't have a single one of his songs on the Rex.
Well, maybe this is
Don't
the
switch
week,
it up now.
But it's not.
He said, but it's not.
Number
But it's
4?
not. Yeah.
Listen, I've been listening to this person since like 2018. They put
Wait,
out
wait.
a banger. And
2018.
one night I was in the car with you, and I was like, dude, you got to listen to this. It was
Oh, wow,
90
wait,
by
no.
Jaden Smith.
Oh, Jaden Smith's in your top
He's
5.
number 4.
Jaden Smith's in your top 5.
Sometimes I just
Dude, that man said Batman, 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 Batman.
well, Sire
Tripping on
and
acid.
Eris. I mean, both those albums are so
Slap.
good.
They
They're
did.
like
they were great.
iconic.
Yeah,
They're
he was an
great.
icon living, dog.
He really was. And number 5,
Matt. You don't have Matt on your top 5?
it was Tyler the Creator.
Ah, okay, that makes sense for you. It does. It does. 100%.
This is
Especially
a solid
with-
list for me. I'm not gonna lie.
Espe-
No logic.
That is a very.
Get out of here. Don't
I'm
make fun
proud
of
of
me.
you. Straight up, I'm proud of you.
I worked hard to get here. I put in the minutes. I put in the time.
I don't think I've talked about, like, I don't know if I've mentioned my dislike for Logic at all. on the
Whatever. You
podcast.
literally are the reason I know about Logic.
I know it. Yeah, dude. Young Sinatra, brother.
Yeah.
Step into the mind of a young man.
It was just Mind of
And if you
Logic.
don't, I don't really give a. I mean, yeah, Mind of Logic, dude. But I'm gonna talk about my disdain for Logic right quick, just to get it off my chest. To anybody who doesn't know, I have no issues with the guy whatsoever. He
Oh, I
actually
know
is
where
very
this is going.
talented. Nope, he's very talented. His music is actually great. Very honest. The reason I don't like it is because of how kind of really scummy he did two things in particular. Four-ish years ago now at this point, he was like, I'm putting out this album, I'm retiring, I'm done. I'm no longer gonna be like, he was retiring Logic. Like he literally said it was going to be his final album.
I think that was just his last album on that label, by the way. I think that's why he did it that way.
But all right, listen, even if that's the reason why, don't care. Said he was retiring. Puts out the album. What does he then do? A legend in the hip hop industry, right? Absolute legend in hip hop. Anybody in hip hop knows who he is. The name, Mad Villain, MF Doom, King Ghidra, dude, the list goes on and on. He's got a million names. MF Doom, though, right? MF Doom. Everybody knows him. He is the Mask, dog. He is the Mask. And then what happens? Logic retires, drops the album, he retires, quote unquote, and then decides to release an album after the death of MF Doom. After the death of MF Doom, he comes back and says, guess what? Here's an album. Doesn't say it's him. Does not say it's him. And literally tried to copy MF Doom. Dude, that's disgusting. It was right after he died. Like, get out of here. He tried to copy everything about it. Like, everything. The beats and all. Like, wasn't a fan. Couldn't do that. So not only did you not retire, follow up, you then tried to rip off somebody who was just absolutely iconic in the hip hop scene. And then after that, you say, oh, I'm not retiring. I'm going to release another album now.
That's why he's not in the top 5.
That's cheesy, dude. I just can't stand behind that. Like, I can't.
That's why he's...
Like I said, his music, he makes great music. He does. And I won't.
He made
can't say
good
he doesn't.
music. I liked Under Pressure. I liked Incredible True Story.
He has a bunch of great music. Even that album that he did was
pretty good.
great. It
pretty
was
good.
great. But it was just scummy.
Yeah. Well, you know,
I guess you got to pick your battles.
like that one Oliver Tree song.
Oh God.
Life goes on and
Yeah,
on
you're
and
right.
on and on and
And
on.
on and on. Dude.
So
yeah,
that's
Oliver
the end
Tree.
of our Wrapped. That is a
I didn't even
putting
say
a
my
bow
top
on it.
5.
Wait, you didn't?
I didn't even
That's
say my
right.
top 5.
You were just complaining about Logic. That's right. What's
Yeah,
your top
100%.
5?
All right.
So we can put a bow on it.
There we go. Of course, I said Linkin Park, right? And
In
You
the end,
know.
it doesn't even matter.
in the end, it doesn't even matter. Number 2 spot. Number 2. Who? Wait. Oh, number 1. Okay.
The Who?
Yeah, no. Number 2, of course, 21 Pilots, because I listened to a bunch of their music this year. I expressed my disdain in myself of not having a Childish Gambino song in my top 5, but guess what? He is my number 3 in my top 5 artists. He still made it in there, baby. Of course. Because I was listening to I was listening to the DJ on Spotify, and like, the way that thing works is crazy because it did a bunch of like throwback Gambino songs.
Oh yeah, and then I'll do a couple new ones.
It was, dude, when he hit me with that, I was like, yes, yes, yes. I love doing that in the car, dude. Right? It happens, and you're just like, yeah, dude, this is great. Number 4, because he hasn't released any music this year, Aries.
Oh,
Because I say he hasn't. No album. There wasn't an album this year. There wasn't an album.
just means next year won't be so bad.
100%.
Hopefully.
I mean, he dropped he dropped a lot of music this year. He dropped Snake Eyes.
that this
90
year?
Days Forever. Yeah, that was all this year.
Man.
Oh, and I'm actually surprised you didn't have this guy in your top 5. I am surprised.
Boykins.
My number 5. It's John Bellion, dude.
Oh, that's
I'm-
because I was
Man.
only listening to Kid Again.
I mean,
I
then
came
again,
out.
yeah, because John hasn't dropped music in what, 4 years?
And trust me, I've
Like-
listened to The Human Condition more than I can count. I've got
mean,
the
yeah.
signed. I've literally got the signed. It's right here.
That's so wild, dude. It hasn't even been, I said 4 years. It's been 4 years is what I said. Glory Sound Prep came out in 2018, dude.
Yep.
It's been 6 years?
Yeah.
Dude, shout out record labels just being scummy.
Yeah, I mean, you'll have that. I remembered another podcast,
All right, what?
Take Your Shoes Off with Rick Glassman.
Let me see.
Tyso.
this? I don't even know who this guy
I
is.
love Rick Glassman. Just,
Am I following this podcast right now?
yeah. You should. He's a
I did.
comedian.
Oh.
But
I don't
he's
listen to a lot of comedians.
Nah, but he's a funny one.
Like that's another thing, dude. I like stand-ups are not my cup of tea at all. At all.
He's more of an actor than he is a stand-up, honestly, at this point. He's in like man, I can't remember what the name of the show was. But, you know, life goes on.
And on and on and on. Every time now.
So that's a bow on the Spotify Wrapped, hey?
It literally took an hour to get through the Spotify rap.
I knew it would.
The entire episode was the rap.
Guess what?
Chicken butt.
Lindsay did her Wrapped, and then she
It
was
was all
like,
Taylor Swift.
that's weird. Why do me and Jacob have the same Spotify Wrapped? Because we have, like, I guess, the most identical. Like, we have the same top artists.
There's no way. There's no
we
way.
Do. We do.
There's no way.
We do. We do. I think she had Brockhampton in place of one of mine.
Good for her, dude. That's sick.
I
That's
think.
actually tight.
Pretty sure.
That's really cool. That's
Yeah.
actually that's really cool.
She listened to
Dang.
country before she met me.
And then she broadened her horizons.
And then 2018 came and Iridescence came out.
And it was over. And it was
And-
over.
Man,
Over, dude. Take it all or leave it, dude.
split my world into pieces, you know?
There you
But anyways,
I
we're
wonder
an
how
hour
many-
in. What happened right before we started this?
Oh! Dude, in my brain,
Just
I
because
was like-
it's such
I
a
said,
new thing, we have to talk
did
about it a
we
little bit.
I was like, did we talk about something? Did I miss something? Of course, us being us talking about video games, right? The new Indiana Jones game came out, dude. The one that Jacob was talking mad smack about.
I still have yet to get
Mad
far enough
smack.
to talk any more smack, but also to retract anything, I can't do that either.
I mean, yeah. Well,
It does
all right.
require ray tracing.
I'll say
And,
this. To anybody listening, right? To anybody listening that is a gamer that plays games, hey, listen, I don't understand how this game's gonna run on a console. By the way, I don't know.
Poorly.
I don't know.
60 or 30 FPS
30.
probably.
It's got to be. It has to be. It literally has to be.
Yeah.
Right. The minimum requirements for this game on PC are bonkers as it is. I mean, you basically would have to go buy buy yourself an $800 computer to be able to play it.
Oh yeah.
On minimum, by the way, and minimum being the lowest possible settings to run the game at 60 FPS.
It's
And
fine.
then the step up, the recommended is you're talking like a $1,300 computer. All right. And then the jump up from there, the like, if you're doing very high settings,
If you're trying to basically watch Indiana Jones and play it,
you're talking it's a roughly $1,700 computer.
minimum.
But then we haven't hit the spectrum of if you want the ray tracing all encompassing. Okay.
Yeah, the path tracing crap.
If you want the ultra realistic lighting for the game, go out and drop yourself $2,500 into a computer because you're not playing it like that.
Yeah, you're doomed.
Dude,
Shout out Bethesda. I can't wait for Elder Scrolls 6 to literally start a fire.
Dude, I am not at this point. There's no... Dude, Beth...
Oh my gosh, I didn't put this in the list, but I know we're talking about bad companies, and this just popped into my head. Tencent is looking to buy Ubisoft.
It's over. It's over. If that happens, it's over. 100%.
Yeah.
It makes sense because
Why can't it be Microsoft?
I was gonna say they're microtransaction heavy. Ubisoft is. So, it full circle makes sense. If Tencent buys Ubisoft, it's over for Ubisoft, guaranteed. Like they will close the studio. They will close the studio.
No, they won't.
They'll
They'll
drop
just
2
make it a
games,
mobile
close
app.
the studio. Oh yeah, I mean that's true. That's dang. You're right. That's true. They'll just make like a Pokemon Go-esque Assassin's Creed game.
Oh.
100%.
Oh.
Yeah. Gross.
I'm gonna have to
I mean, I'm
tap
not-
the screen to perform a correct assassination.
That's it.
I'll have to
Yeah.
walk
I'm not-
up to guards and whatnot on the map like it's Pokemon Go, and then
I was gonna say Pokemon Go is cool, right? I was about to say Pokemon. I mean, like I played Pokemon Go when it first came out. I played it for like a year. Wasn't as heavy into it as some people, but then the news just came out that Niantic, right? The people who make Pokemon Go, said that they've just been using people's data to just create like a new map system. They announced I don't know what world why they announced that. Like I don't know what they thought the reception was going to be. Like, oh yeah, we're using your data to see where you're at all. Like we are physically, there's people looking at this data, seeing where you're at.
hey man,
So we
everybody
can
knows
create-
where you're at.
It's true, but it's
At the end of the day,
the fact
if
that
you
the
have
fact
a
that you're
Facebook
announcing
account, listen,
yeah,
if you have a Facebook account, an
Yeah.
Instagram,
yeah.
if you have a phone, if
Yeah.
somebody needs to find you, they can find you.
I mean, 100%, but nobody has just outright like came out to the public and like thought they were saying a good thing.
True.
Like they legitimately thought they were saying like, oh man, we're creating this new like basically like Google Maps, right?
yeah, using your data, you're building a
Yeah,
new map.
Literally. And everybody was like, I don't need to know where Ethan in
Nebraska is.
this. Yeah, I don't need Max up here in the software development team knowing that I'm at Target right now. Like I don't need to know. He doesn't need to know
Yeah.
that. He doesn't need to know that. And I don't need to know that he knows that.
Yeah.
Like you're making it that much worse. Like you're just pushing people away from your products, even though, like you said, it's happening anyways. It is happening anyways. Like, have you ever used Google Maps? Guess what? That's what they're doing. Sorry. It is. If you're using Waze, if you're using the Apple Maps, like, that's what's happening. You can't just say it to the public, you dummies.
Yeah, you just hide it in the license and terms,
Just like everybody else does.
just like everybody else. Just like
everybody
Disney
else.
has a clause where, like, if you sign up for Disney Plus, you
Yeah,
can't
dude.
sue them
you can't
for
sue them.
bodily
Anything.
harm at one of their parks.
Anything. I'm surprised we didn't talk about that, dude.
I
That's
think we did a little
crazy.
bit.
Did we?
I'm pretty sure.
I don't remember.
Yeah, shout out Disney. Anyways, we're at the hour.
Indiana Jones, dog.
Dude, we have so many topics for next week.
Yeah, we didn't talk about like any of the other topics, which is like I'm fine with it because I'll have an update next week. I want to say this. I'm going to Celebration in the Oaks this week.
I have
So
no
it's,
idea what that is.
At the New Orleans City Park, they light it all up, and we're gonna go walk around, drink some hot chocolate, look at some lights, Christmas baby. You know what I'm saying? That's it. That's it. So I will report back next week
Heck
on
yeah.
that. And I'll also take a lot of pictures.
Sounds like a good time.
Guaranteed, I'll be throwing up a peace sign in one of them. So I don't know what to do with my hands, bro. I don't know what to do. It's
Nothing.
always a peace sign.
You don't have to do anything. Could just stand there.
Remember that one time you memed me? You had Brad send me a picture.
No, he said he was like, I gotta take a picture and send it to your brother. And I said, all right, great, hold on.
Jacob hit me with the all-seeing circle, dude.
Right outside a coffee shop.
And you did it so nonchalantly, like I couldn't tell if you were trying to at first. And then I was like, he literally had to position his hand like that.
Oh yeah.
He did it on purpose.
Oh yeah, I knew it was going to you. Sucker.
Yeah, dude. Don't know what to do with my hands, so. Shout out Spotify rap, dude.
Yeah.
Shout out
Maybe I think YouTube's doing it now too. YouTube's doing
They
a
are.
version of it. Apple, is trying to be
Struggling.
unique about it.
Not doing it is what you're saying.
Well, they do it very poorly.
Oh, well, I guess that's unique. That's unique.
Um,
He said, yeah, you guys are doing it your own way for sure.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
That's all I got.
I'd say this week was much success.
It was cold this week. It's warmer now. It's gonna rain.
It was
of,
70 today.
Monday, it's gonna rain.
Dude, it was 70.
You're gross. I wish. I hate you.
Let's see. Yeah, the high today was
The weather
69.
forecast.
Tomorrow, 70. Tuesday, 72. And then it goes from 72 down to 53.
Man, we're looking at 50, 44, 33, 20, 22, 33.
Oh no.
Well,
Oh
it goes
no.
back up to 49 in like a week. Just in time
See,
for Christmas.
In the south, they call them cold fronts.
In
call
the
it
north, we
cold
call
front.
them warm fronts.
Yeah, you're right. 100%.
Anything over 35 is a good sign.
Yeah, 100%, dude. It hits 45, people are breaking out the shorts.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
100%.
Dude, if
Yeah.
the sun's out and it's above 32, sandals,
Like, in the snow.
open Crocs.
Open.
Dude, I wore
No.
Crocs to the store today.
You're disgusting.
It was like 49 degrees.
You're disgusting.
No, it's like walking on a cloud. Shout out Crocs.
Dude. What are we doing? Song rec, Jacob.
trying
What's
to-
your song rec for the week?
It's Kyoto by Young Lean.
That was so anticlimactic.
You
Yeah,
asked.
you're right.
I just letting you know.
It's like it's Kyoto. My Young Lean.
Yeah. I also was reminded of Young Lean from the Swedish dude on the H3 show. Because they went over their Wrapped, and he was talking about Young Lean.
Because
this is the second year in a
Lean
row it was on the top
slaps.
of his Wrapped.
I mean, I love me some Young Lean, but
That dude had like
I don't think
Young
I don't
Lean
think I'll make it
Blade.
that. he ain't gonna make it that far. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't listen to him enough. I have my periods, like right now, man. Kyoto,
Oh, yeah.
Young Lean.
When
Check
it's
it
depressing
out.
outside.
Yep, yep.
Yup. But yeah, no. Where can they check out the song, Jacob? Where?
The playlist,
Where?
same name as the podcast. 2 degrees
Same
of
name
separation.
as the podcast.
2 degrees of separation.
Check it out, dude. We got some Young Lean on there finally. There's actually another artist Jacob mentioned this week that this episode that I'm surprised hasn't been on the list. But I will say that he'll make it there at some point. He'll definitely end up on the list. So keep a lookout for that. Go follow the playlist if you want some new music. I say this every week. Every week, just go follow the playlist, and I won't have to rant about following the playlist. You know what I'm saying?
Heck yeah.
It doesn't make a lot of sense, but it does. Just go follow the playlist. 2 degrees of separation.
Heck yeah. Go do it.
We are your hosts. You imagine just do the intro again?
Oh, brother, you better pull up that playlist before Macho Man takes these headphones and glues them to your holes, brother.
Oh, goodness. But yeah, that's all I got. If you want to go check us out over on the socials, I've been very social this week. I posted pictures of me doing a puzzle. Dude, I posted a picture of me watching Thankmas. Dog, look at me being social.
Picture
Jacob
of my TV.
still hasn't done nothing.
I can take a picture of my tree and post it.
There you go.
I'm really bad.
Been very social.
I'm really bad.
Yeah. If you want to check that out, it is at the number 2 DOF separation on all the social media platforms. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
And that's it.
Dog, that's all I got.
That's
it.
That's it.
Shout out
Christmas
Spotify
is
Wrapped.
what, like 3
3
weeks
weeks.
from here?
3 weeks, dog.
Oh
It's
man,
only
I'm
gonna get worse.
I'm getting older. I'm gonna be, you know what? I'm gonna be a quarter way to 100 this month.
I literally was talking to Kristen about this. I was like, wait, Jacob's gonna be 25, dude. I was like, he's gonna be 25. Dog, what?
Yeah, definitely means I have autism because I'm still
Dude.
like 14.
Oh yeah, 100%. Same. 100%.
You know?
What are
I'm
you
the
gonna
next to hit
do?
30. I'm the next to hit 30, so
Yeah,
it is what
you're
it is.
old.
Our sister just turned 31.
Uh,
That's wild. 31, dude. She already peaked over 30.
man,
That's crazy. Be getting old. Imagine how old we're gonna be in 5 years after doing this podcast. Oh,
as
Jacob's
soon as
gonna be 30.
AGI, no, as soon as I hit 29, AGI is gonna be just like full steam ahead, telling us how to reverse engineer aging.
I mean, probably. Especially with your boy spending all that money reversing his age right now.
Who?
The billionaire.
Oh, that. Yeah.
Who took he somehow reverted his age 3 years.
His
legitimately.
cellular age is 3. Yeah, I don't buy it.
That's your age, dude.
He looks like he's
40.
decaying.
He does. No, I said 40. The dude literally looks like somebody who's 85.
He
and
looks
just,
like he just got a lot of Botox and makeup.
yeah, 100%. He's a vampire.
He's got the glaze, the Fortnite glaze. Look at him. He's got the Fortnite glaze. Dude, is he first real life Fortnite? Is that it?
He is Fortnite.
Fortnite's going to be the first game that's ultra realistic over GTA. I think Fortnite's literally going to be the first game that
Probably.
takes everything and it's
Yeah.
have it all real.
They just announced that they're putting Counter Strike into
First person
in the
5v5.
Fortnite. It's Counter Strike.
I'm
Search and
hyped.
destroy.
They put OG,
Anyways.
the OG Fortnite map, season 1. It's back.
Yep.
I won my first game on,
Still
and then
not
my
gonna
second,
play it.
and that's
You
it.
won both.
I've
back to
won
back?
2 games so far.
Dang.
Not back to back because I played
Oh.
one, got off.
Oh, I'm
hours
saying.
later.
Yeah, and you
I think
got back on.
I think
and
we
won.
won that next one.
Tight.
I don't know. I know I won
Never
2.
won.
Well,
I'm garbage.
You're never gonna
don't play
win now
Fortnite.
because there are kids
Sweaty.
that weren't
Sweaty.
even around when COVID first showed up that are literally whooping my butt in Fortnite.
Dude, that's like the craziest thing. We need to have a conversation about that.
There's kids
Like-
being born and they don't even know COVID happened. It's like what people experienced after smallpox.
That's crazy. That's actually, dude. All right, we got to wrap up this episode.
Oh,
Song Rack of the Week, Kyoto by Young Lean, dude. Go check it out. Check out the socials. Like I said, I'm gonna be posting pictures. I'm going Thursday, so I'll be posting pictures of that. So be on the lookout for that. Until then, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
good night. It's very nice.
Bye.
Very nice.